Alrighty, hey guys. Just trying this recording thing out for the first time. I did actually want to show you the game of me versus Kai on Black Forest, but there was an update and you can't watch old replays on after it's been updated. So without going through the hustle of downgrading, I'll just show a game me and Siegfried had last night. First game since he's come back, I think. Yeah, we'll just run with it, see how it goes. So, I'm in the blue playing Franks. Caleb is purple playing the Chinese, and we are versing. Who are we versing? Britons in the red, AI, and Japanese. Archer and infantry civ. I've already lured my two boars. I'm still scouting. Caleb is yet to take his boars, or rhinos in this case. He's at 10 vills, I'm at 9. There we go, 10. A little bit behind him. Or his next vill, so what he's got, like 7, 8. He's got his next worker gathering berries already. Fair enough. What am I up to? Gathering wood. Going through my second rhino. Oh no, that's the first one. What's the AI up to? Yeah, attach their boars, got their houses up, they've already been gathering berries and only just getting into their woodline now at 13 vills. You can see, I guess they're a bit smoother, where they've already hit 13 vills each, where me and Caleb are still at 12. Still a bit early to see here. What have we got? It's current food, wood and gold. If you give me a second here, I'll probably try to flick through and see if I can remember how to go stats. Eco is really hard to see for now, but yeah, you can see AI is leading the eco stats, not by too much, but it's because they're just a lot more efficient early age, maybe. Caleb, have you got some tech going? I don't know what tech that would be. That's just exploration. What are we on? We're here on the 5-minute mark. 16 vills, 15 vills. Still scouting. Still got his berries going. He's got 2 on wood. I have 3 on wood. Up and out. 16, 16. I think I'll probably age up on the 19 mark. And a little bit behind Caleb with the vills. Green's ahead on 18. It really makes a difference with town centre idle time, how quick you get your bills out. I'm advancing to fuel age. So they've started advancing on the 7-minute mark. I'm on 18 bills. I probably should start aging up relatively soon, I want to say. I might get health upgrade loom before I age up. Caleb, as you do, when you're close to aging, you end up sending all your people on food to wood. So it looks like Caleb will have about 9 or so on wood. I've got about the same. I think he's got 2 lumber mills. I've saved a bit of wood without doing that. Not as efficient, but I'm saving the wood. So I think I put a couple of farms down. There's a couple bloody sheep I've somehow stolen. Forgotten about. We'll see if I end up using them later or not. What are these guys doing? A lot on wood. A little bit on food. What are these guys? Probably guys. Oh yeah, the starter in gold. They're the same. Yeah, starter in gold. We'll speed it up a little bit as we go through. So I've aged up. Well, everyone's aging up pretty close. Red AI was first, followed by me. 10 seconds later, it was Caleb. What do we? What the? Well, yeah, okay. Green's on 25 vils, but I guess they haven't aged up yet. With idle town center time there with that Vil. Caleb's still pretty efficient. Should be able to see idle town center time. There we go. Idle eco. Idle town center time. Obviously I got a little bit less idle town center time than Caleb. As you can see, the AI are crazy. 0 seconds idle town center time with green, but he's been pumping out Vils. 17 seconds for the red, 30 for me. And yeah, Caleb's different there. And idle eco. Caleb's been a bit more efficient on that end of things. But we're both on 20, 23, 24 Vils. Everyone's pretty similar except for green. But obviously they've aged up a bit slower. You know, I don't know. It's good to watch these things sometimes to see how the AI plays, see how, you know, everyone else plays. We'll speed it up a little bit here. I don't think too much happens there for a little while. Everyone started the wall. Oh, I've pumped out a bit of scouts. I've gone Frank, so I've kind of gone for a scout rush. I might be a little late. 13 minutes. I assume this is... Yeah, this is in-game time, so it's that, what, 1.7 speed? So I think I'm pretty efficient killing some Vils here at the start. Obviously didn't realise how many Vils I had here. Where they've gone from the lead of Vils to down a bit. Gotta be a bit careful here. Keep these guys alive. They'll probably eventually start pumping some spears out. We've got an archer ranger as well. But I don't know if they run many archers. Can't really remember. Yeah. Spawned in. Caleb's going with his big wall here. Yeah, it's finished. Mainly walls. You got, you know, I guess you'd probably use, like, you know, buildings and houses on your forward part there, as most people come from the front. I'm definitely a lot slower with walls here. I think I'm using a lot of my wood on just buildings and that. What do we got? Yeah, wood, like next to no wood. I'll probably flick back here to eco for now. To see how everything's going again. Total score. So who's winning eco? Red. Me and Caleb pretty similar. Green's dropped down a bit. Military. 5 kills, 1 loss. Not too bad. Even Caleb's got a couple of kills. They're just on losses. Yeah, pumping out the food. I need the food. I've got the most food. Caleb's got the most wood. I've only just started collecting gold. Caleb's still mainly just food and wood here for now. Tech roughly the same. Pretty much is the same. If we get out of here, you can see up the top here what people have researched. I've got double bit axe. Frank's give me the first horse collar for free. Caleb's got wheelbarrow. I don't have wheelbarrow yet. And Caleb's also got forging. I think I'm a little bit slow getting forging out for this. Red's push forward with these archers and skirmishers. Obviously I was busy sort of on my side, so I didn't really know too much what was going on Caleb's side for most of it. He didn't answer a hand, but obviously you can see you don't always need military early game there. He's walled up there. AI's just obviously attacking houses. Safe, not as efficient as going. I'm sure the walls are a lot easier to get through. 250. Yeah, they're a lot quicker to get through. I think they hit me later on and get through my wall. I'm not too sure where. I've gone for a lot smaller wall and haven't even finished it yet, where Caleb's just about finished his larger wall. Literally just focusing on his eco, ignoring the house. See, he's in there, he's also gone scout rush, he's got 4 scouts. I've got 3. I may have had more at one stage, I feel like I might have lost something while we weren't watching. Still just ignoring that, but you know, they are still just doing what they're doing. Slowly, trickling through. Green's here is responding with spears. Being a bit slow here, but generally I think I'm trying to go around and hit them in different spots just to outspeed those spears. Here's my sheep. I didn't really use on anything. As we can see here, 29 vills, so Green's been hit quite hard really for vills. Red, not as much, but enough that they've, either way, they both dropped down beneath us. Me and Caleb still pretty much equal villager count. I guess all that practicing while he's been gone. Oh, there we go. He's smart, he's dropped another thing there. There's obviously a gap there. I could go push through, but oh, there they go. A lot of archers there. Quite interested to see how he's going to respond to this. Really realised the trouble he was in. Moves these vills away. Oh, there's a vill. There's another vill. Oh, they're already dropping 2. Not great for me there. Didn't really watch that. They're dropping 2 more town siege. Probably trying to recover from the villagers there. AI doesn't really know what they're doing here. Well, they got through before. Just waiting for reinforcements, I guess. I'm surprised, because I know we won this game quite well. How sort of Caleb responds to this? His eco's dropped a bit down to red. And he's got stable out. He's queuing up scouts. Red's there, there's your town centre drop we're talking about. Falling up there, not town centre drop, the tower drop. Like, he's got quite a lot of pressure, like, I don't know what he's decided to leave here for. He's getting his knights out now. Guess it's good he didn't decide to come out there. Okay, he's got his next town centre building. I've built mine already. Oh, he's got 2 town centres building, that's why he's clearing the trees out there. Really got to work with that. Just remembering you can delete buildings to make room. Scouts come back through. With these knights, you should be able to push. Spears aren't in a high number.
Food, please.
He's asking for food. I don't think I've got my husbandry upgrade yet for the speed. What are you on build counts? 49, 40. I'm actually in the lead. It's interesting. Caleb sort of just kept them away. Still doesn't seem super strong, but I guess Caleb's eco should be stronger if we have a quick look here in the stats. Eco again. Caleb's actually just behind an eco. We're both just slightly in front, to be honest. It's pretty close. We're still trading better at the moment. Kills. He's trying to get in there. He'll get the tower. They're not that really effective against Cav. I'm just going through, picking them apart. They've still got the army there, but obviously That's the great thing I found over like having cav over archers. You can just hit and run. You can kind of pick your fights a bit better, especially if they're not running cav or anything as well. I don't have 3 towns TCs. We're catching up, but I think yeah they've definitely dropped off on their vills. You can see our army's slightly better. Well, that's eco. Air eco is definitely slightly better. They've got the bigger military. Idle eco, that is the one, which I feel like probably me. There you go, yeah, I remember they're attacking that. I wasn't really too fast. Like their archers haven't even upgraded green yet. To be able to take that, for whatever reason I think the scouts went the wrong way. Food and gold is... food's a bit weak, which I've still got to recover on, having, you know, cav being heavy food inclusive. Red's running 4 town centres now, then their 4th there. Me and Caleb still got 3. I think I eventually built a 4th up here. I've pushed forward, chasing down these archers as they still haven't upgraded yet. They're trying to come back here with these little spearmen fellas. Probably should just leave this engagement here. Yeah, Caleb's also running cav for this game. I'm not really too sure how strong Chinese cav are. I don't really play much Chinese. I know they're a strong civ. I know they're mainly archer focused, but obviously their line I think might be fine with cav as well. Might have to have a look next game. Building my first castle, they've got their first castle coming up, their stable's up. They're really quite weak here. Eco's still stronger, their military's still apparently stronger than us. 26 to 21, that's just numbers. Military value, resources spent. We spent a lot more resources than ours, so I guess that's sort of showing in comparison. This might not be as equal, where, you know, definitely got the larger numbers, but ours could have cost, you know, almost 3 times the cost of theirs. Look at the Vill count again, we've got 59, quite weak of red. Green's popped up to 72. So we're still a little bit ahead. I don't really know what red's doing here at the moment. Probably focus quite heavy in military. Yeah, get cav out there. We look up at the upgrades here now. We both got bone saw, both heavy plow, handcart. No one's got ballistics yet. We're not really running that. Caleb has bloodlines. Franks actually don't need bloodlines because they've pretty much got it for free. Forging. Oh, Caleb's got slightly a high upgrade with the armor. See the upgrades here coming through. Husbandry and that. 10 knights each. Caleb's running the monks, I assume, for healing, which is always good with them. Got 1 knight cav and I've started running throwing axemen. Help counter the pikemen. I'm not too sure how well. We're looking at the stats the other night. That throwing axemen's stats aren't as high for damage, and that compared to your basic, you know, two-handed swordsman and that, which is far higher. But they're listed as an anti-infantry thing too. So I don't know if obviously you can't always see they've got a higher attack rate or just even the range of that. But yeah, playing Franks, you know, I do feel like they're an easy team to play, like I said, beginner friendly, but I think it's just because your cav and your throwing axemen are very easy units to use. Where other units which are a bit more micro than that, like I've been playing Britons lately, and I've sort of run into a bit of trouble when the things have got anti-archer, things that are resistance to the arrows and that. But I feel like with the archers, you've got obviously an archership, you need something to complement them, and Britons don't have a very heavy cav line. So either if you're gonna run man at arms, or I feel like it's sort of leaning for you to aim also into siege. Maybe scorpions or mangonels. Scorpions aren't too bad to micro, but mangonels are a bit harder, but they're a lot more efficient. Like, I feel like we're at mid game here. Turning point should be coming around quite soon. Although you can see our military is still already a lot higher. Eco's a lot higher. Look at the stats here. Caleb's been training quite well, even though the early aggression in him. I guess you can see here the military. Caleb's slowly built up. Obviously, he's had a pretty good engagement there and just plummeted down. Me, I've just had a steady growth, a little bit of a loss here. They've remained steady. I think this is more so for pop, really, though. Obviously, probably must have traded blows here. They haven't really recovered. I've sort of remained steady. Sort of pushed back up here. Eco, everyone's got the steady sort of growth eco. Me and Caleb more or less been pretty similar. More or less most of the way. Everyone started off here pretty similar, but I think with the early trading there, those first few builds really does make a difference later game. There's a bit of a change in growth there, so unless you boom, or place a lot of town centers down quite early in 3, unless you're going to heavy military, it's quite hard to come back. Overall score here, you can see very close to me and Caleb. Green not being too far behind, red's been hit rather hard. Their forward castle. Caleb's got his forward castle. He's running the 4 town centers now. Also running 4 town centers. I think you get around the 120 mark, you start slowing down a bit. Military count between us both, pretty equal to be honest. I guess we've got more throwing axemen. Put a bit in scale mail. Still haven't got that boarding armor. I think I sort of forgotten about it, honestly. I think I've got the numbers here, really. I should be able to defeat these guys quite quickly. Probably, I reckon, speed it up here from a bit. We've got the age up here.
Food, please.
Like, they don't really do much now. Like, as soon as you get the numbers... They've obviously got, what are they? Barracks, a couple archery ranges. They've really got a lot of few archery ranges here, so that's going to help them much. 5 archery ranges. Woo. For Japanese, they really wanted to go into archers. So that's what you got to remember sort of later games. When you're having all these resources, I do it as well. Not only for getting, to reposition your villages and that, but depending on what team you're playing, you can have a lot of resources free, and especially if you're playing a team like Frank and you don't need wood as much, I should be really dropping, either moving a lot more bills across to food, or using all this excess wood to start actually pumping a lot more buildings down. This is, we get in the end, the green, they can't really do much. Caleb's pretty much got his army ready. Got another forward castle there, running 3 castles. I guess he's just sort of creeping forward. Green's got another town centre over here. I feel like when they start getting attacked in the centre of that, they just kind of spread out. Trying to build their town centres back. This, you get to the end game with the AI and that, and you sort of start letting your units go wild, or I do. I don't sort of keep them in sort of formation anymore. I guess when you sort of guarantee that win, doesn't really matter.
Wood, please.
Especially Cav, they just run around, just pick off villages. We're at max speed here. Caleb just to hit these guys. This is, the first game of the night. We had a couple more games that night as well, but yeah. So I think we're definitely dropping the gap between us and Caleb.
Wood, please.
Especially all me and Kaiser are. I think everyone's got it a bit better. Having pretty consistent wins.
Wood, please.
I know there's some players, Bloom's slowly getting the hang of it. It's finally convinced him to start playing now. Westy still won an awful lot, so I feel like he's had a bit of a plateau at the moment, or I don't know the best word for it, but he hasn't. He's not bad, but he hasn't really had much of an improvement for a while. I guess he's playing Roman, so it's hard to say.
Please.
Like, I feel like a while back there, he used to run his Koreans and his tower rushes and stuff, so...
Wood, please.
Yeah, maybe if he just sort of aims on a strategy again, or a civilization.
Wood,
Interested in seeing how Romans play. We played the light game last night with him playing Romans. Didn't really get to see much of the units, to be honest.
Wood, please.
But yeah, very interested to see how their Scorpion bonuses roll in. Oh yeah, Caleb is running in with the Chicano archers. I think this is end of the game here. Final stats, really. 110 build, 134. You know, military is just dominating now. Like
Wood, please.
end game stats here. What you got? You know, pretty similar score. It's quite interesting to use this capture aid. And there we go. Most performed, 66 paladins. Oh, sorry, most created. 66 paladins of mine and 48 of their Hellbergs. Final stats, not really much to see. Like I said, I've been flicking through here. I guess that's points. Or society we were looking at before. We've had a boost, the final score there. Okay, a little bit of a boost. Obviously, they've dropped off at the end there. I don't really know what that is down there. And anyway, you can see Green's overall score was kind of leading. But I think that's just for the fact they were building lots of villages, had a very slow age up time. Obviously, we've all aged up at similar times, equal score. They've come back down to us. I think that's why I was kind of just rating them. Yeah, overall score has been pretty. I think it was a very. I think it's probably a very good practice match to kind of watch. So yeah, we'll call it there for the first test run of recording a game.